Peace, brothers and sisters in humanity. Hope you're doing well. Today, the video that I'm going to present to you will be kind of unwrapping a lot of weird sort of notions that we have in the historical narrative of Islam. So, I'll be showing you some ahadith, and there are two people that you should pay attention to in this whole content. The first one is Zayd ibn Thabit, and the second one is Anas bin Malik. Okay, so here in front of us we have a hadith. This is Sahih Bukhari 4986, narrated by Zayd ibn Thabit. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq sent for me when the people of Yamama had been killed. That is, a number of the Prophet's companions who fought against Musaylima. I went to him and found Umar bin al-Khattab sitting with him. Abu Bakr then said to me, Umar has come to me and said, casualties were heavy among the Qur'an of the Quran, that is, those who knew the Quran by heart, on the day of the battle of Yamama, and I am afraid that more heavy casualties may take place among the Quran on other battlefields, whereby a large part of the Quran may be lost. Now, before I continue, we all, the traditional Muslims, in the traditional Muslim narrative, it is understood that Abu Bakr and Umar are on a very high status. And apparently, it is understood that they would be the Hafiz of Quran, the people who have memorized the Quran by heart. So then, if Umar is a Hafiz, for instance, why would he be worried about this? But anyways, let's continue. Therefore, I suggested you, Abu Bakr, order that the Quran be collected. I said to Umar, how can you do something which Allah's apostle did not do? Now this is Zayd ibn Thabit saying to Umar, how can you do something which Allah's apostle did not do? Umar said, by Allah, this is a good project. Umar kept on urging me to accept his proposal till Allah opened my chest for it, and I began to realize the good in the idea which Umar had realized. Okay, so just till here we have understood that Zayd ibn Thabit was saying, no, we can't do this, because the Prophet of Allah never asked us to do this in his life. How can you do something which Allah's apostle did not do? And then he said, okay, fine, so right. Now, this is a hadith from Sahih Muslim 2465a. Anas is reported to have said, Anas bin Malik, okay, 4 persons collected the Quran during the lifetime of Allah's Messenger, and all of them were Ansar: Muadh ibn Jabal, Ubayy ibn Ka'b, Zayd bin Thabit, and Abu Zayd. Now, just think about it. Zayd bin Thabit is one of the 4 people who collected the Quran in the Prophet's life, according to this hadith. But in the previous hadith, the one we just read, Zayd ibn Thabit said, how can you do something which Allah's apostle did not do? Now, when he is in a hadith, and he is part of the 4 people who were the scribes, and over here he's saying that, oh, we have never done this. I just don't understand. People following these traditions, they don't read at all. It seems like they don't. Now, another interesting thing I'm going to show you guys. This is another hadith, Sahih Bukhari 4987, narrated by Anas bin Malik. Okay. So this is about the, chief of believers, save this nation before they differ about the book, the Quran, as Jews and Christians did before. So Uthman sent a message to Hafsa saying, send us the manuscripts of the Quran so that we may compile the Quranic material in perfect copies and return the manuscripts to you. Hafsa said it to Uthman. Uthman then ordered Zayd bin Thabit, Abdullah bin Az-Zubair, Sa'id ibn al-As, and Abdurrahman bin Harith bin Hisham to write the manuscripts in perfect copies. Uthman said to the three Qurayshi men, in case you disagree with Zayd ibn Thabit on any point in the Quran, then write it in a dialect of Quraysh. The Quran was revealed in their tongue. Now, this is a very common belief in the traditional Islam that the Quran was revealed in the dialect of the Quraysh. Okay. Now, if the Prophet to become the scribes of the Quran, yeah, didn't he know that it's in the Qurayshi dialect? If this is true, right? Because the four people in this hadith, yeah, these four people, they are all Ansar. They are from Medina. Look, Abu Zayd was an Ansar, companion of the Prophet. Ubayy ibn Ka'b was born in Medina. Zayd ibn Thabit, he was an Ansar. Strange age though, and later joined the ranks of the Muslim army at age 19. 19 number keeps popping up everywhere. And Muadh ibn Jabal. Muadh was an Ansar of the Banu Khazraj. Again a problem came up. If these four people were scribes and they were Ansar, that means from Medina, they were not of the Qurayshi dialect. And if the Quran was revealed in the Qurayshi dialect, how come these guys were the scribes? How come they were transcribing the Quran in a Qurayshi dialect while that was not their dialect at all? So it's a weird sort of a mumbo jumbo kind of a equation we have over here. Who's lying? Where? I have no idea. But this all of narrative, it has nothing to do with the Quran in real. Also, Zayd ibn Harith is one Sahaba, one companion of the Prophet mentioned in the Quran. Maybe he is like a pair with him for his mission. Other than that, none of the Sahaba have been mentioned. I'm not sure who's lying over here. Is it the narrators, the person who wrote these ahadith? They're lying, or either is Zayd bin Thabit lying, or Anas bin Malik lying, or who is lying? You guys need to figure this out yourself. Hope this educates you further. Thank you very much for watching.